Well, you can answer a question. What question you had to ask him? Yeah, I'm talking to all of them. You can answer a question. Right now, answer a question. I'll give it to you. Yes, I am right now. Hold on. Hold on. One at a time. Let me finish with them. You go come here. Keep your thoughts. Keep your thoughts. We will get back to you. Yeah, you ask the question. We will get back to you. Keep it in mind. You're right here. I'm going away. Right? So I will show you the next part. There are 3 parts in keeping this Sabbath day holy. Right? Nehemiah. There's the next thing you're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day. Keeping it holy.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
You notice ware of victuals, merchandise and food. So they bring commodities for sale. Like you see people doing right now in the city of San Fernando up here. Clothing, food, jewelry. They bring ware and victuals to sell. Here what it is we're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. Read it again.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day or on the holy day.
So we're not supposed to be buying nor selling on the Sabbath day. That goes into you also keeping the Sabbath day holy. This was in the time of Nehemiah. He had to move real jet with the people and them at that time. Because they wanted to come and do the buying and the selling. When you read through the story, you see you had to close the gates on them. And they still camping outside to come and sell to the people. Till you had to threaten them. Move from there because we don't want this nonsense going on. We're not supposed to buy and sell on the Lord's Sabbath day. Yeah. All that is going into keeping the Sabbath day holy. Do they teach you that in the Adventist church? They just say keep the Sabbath day. So what happened to the rest of the ordinances to go with it? There's always say, oh, we have 10 commandments. So what are the sub-statutes that go with it? Because you can't say keeping the Sabbath day holy and you're breaking the other sub-laws that goes with it into you keeping it holy. No work on that day. No buying and selling. No cooking. Next thing you're supposed to do is congregate. You know that? Congregate. Leviticus chapter 23. Come on, people. My brother in the white hat, you have a question? Yeah. Being a Muslim? Well, it depends. What's your nationality? What nation you defend where you get descent from? You don't know? We got to deal with the nation of Israel because you're going to. I'm out here, we are out here to teach the nation of Israel.
That's right!
Right? The descendants of the slave trade, the so-called black, the so-called Hispanic, and the native Indian man, that they are the true descendants of the nation of Israel, and that Christ, the Messiah, died on the cross for them, and to give them forgiveness from their sins, and to return them back unto the Most High God. So, if you want to move under the banner of the Muslim religion, if you are of the nation of Israel, if when we go through the curses and you realize that fits you, then yes, it's a bad thing. Because the Most High God never gave us Muslim religion, Seventh-day Adventist religion, none of these Christian religions to serve. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Let me hear you. Let me hear a question. You were saying about the pastor. Let me hear you.
What church you from?
I'm church.
What church you
Say that again for me, my brother. I'm from what church?
What is the most
We from the church in the Most High, the living God. You want to know the church?
Shut your mouth.
Hey, hold on. Don't come up. You ask a question. So we get you the answer here.
What is the name of my church? What is the name of my church? Shut your mouth. I'm not speaking to you. Shut your mouth. I'm not speaking to you.
Relax. We're not out here for this. We're not out here for this.
What is the name of my church you're going to?
Yeah.
Shut your What do you know when you go there?
What? You see what they say?
Shut them
You
out.
can't fly, my brother?
Go from here.
They are flying, give me the one at the bottom.
Who are flyers there?
What is the name of
No, they are flying there. Israel United in Christ. Right, that's the organization we belong to. And the church is the people first and foremost.
That's right.
This is the church.
Witness?
How you join the church? First and foremost, to join
No,
the
he
church
would.
and be
Next
born
one,
of
one
the
of
nation of
these.
Israel.
12:30, Hebrew 12:30 sugar.
Where's your located? Where's your located, sir?
We located in Tobago, Temple Street. Yeah, we talking nice.
Hebrew 12:23.
The Bible says,
Yeah, what the Bible say?
a blessed the gift, and not a receive.
It's better to give and not to receive.
Blessed, blessed the gift, and not a receive.
What scripture is that?
Huh?
I don't know. You tell me. Where the Bible say that? You quoted it.
I got Christianity.
But when you can bring forth the forth, no problem.
Look, the
Here I
Bible,
go and tell you.
I
I want to share what? Listen.
No.
As the pastor, as a priest, a pastor, a prophet of the Most High. You know the mission is here? It's to warn the wicked from their evil ways.
But you wicked.
We warning the people from their evil
You
ways.
wicked.
You know what is wicked? You know what is evil? You know what is wrong according to the Most
The
High God?
Bible said, it's blessed the gift, and not the receive.
And what we giving you right now, we giving you the word of God. We're telling you what it is you need to get yourself right. So let me see if you want to abide by what has been given to you.
Is that pastor? Is that pastor?
Listen, I want to show you how to get. Let me show you how to get. Yes, and I'm going to show you how to get salvation.
No, right now.
Give it done.
Right now, I want to go. I'm going to move back. I want to have 50 to travel.
Now, I want you to listen to this.
No. I'm going to move back.
I want you to listen
No,
first.
you hear what I
Yes,
say?
no?
You hear what I say?
You don't want to be seen.
I know all about that. Is that pastor?
So my brother, yeah, but
I'm going to
you don't want to hear nothing. You just here to get money.
You do.
So, you wanted to know how it is. You wanted to know if it was wrong for you to be a Muslim, right? It was a bad thing. As I said, we are here for our people, the nation of Israel. The curses are to the nation of Israel. Right? The Most High said, curses will come upon you if you did not hearken to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Deuteronomy 28.
Fooling people.
So when I read
The Bible says,
curses,
blessed the giver of the receive. And the
what's the
Christian.
signs here?
It's blessed the
These
giver
things
of the
was given to the children of Israel. Right? Read verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it up!
But it shall come to pass,
I want to give you.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses talking to the children of Israel, he said, look, it will come to pass. It is going to happen. You're not going to listen to the laws, statutes, and commandments of your God. Right? You will not keep his laws.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And because of this disobedience of you not adhering to the laws, statutes, and commandments of God, curses are going to come upon you. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? What's it say over here? Is a curse a good thing or a bad
Your
thing?
neighbor is not supposed to live
So remember, Moses talking to the children of Israel, right? Curses going to come upon them.
I need $20 a week.
Give me verse 32.
Let me see. What's that one? Well, let's see what I ask for.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
You think God,
It said,
you think God,
thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. Did this not happen to the so-called black man, the Hispanic man, the native Indian man? Their sons and daughters were taken and given to another people. Now this is what's in this last captivity. When you check throughout history, through the Roman captivity, the Greek captivity, the Persian and Mede captivity, the same thing happened to them. Their children was taken and given to another people. They were set off in another land. Read on.
To another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
And when this happened, we will have no might. We didn't have the economic might, we didn't have the military might to go and redeem our own children that was taken from us. Did that happen to your ancestors? You're not sure. But let me read some more curses. Remember verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
It says, just now, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. We are in the city of San Fernando. I could go in the city of Port of Spain, Arriba. I could go in the city of New York. And the same set of people who scraping and scrounging at the bottom of the food chain. And the so-called blacks, the Hispanic, the native Indians, throughout the whole earth. We are at the bottom. We are cursed in the city. We are the last hired, first fired. We work for minimum wage and below. Working from check to check to barely make ends meet. By the time we get your paycheck, you dip in your pocket, it's gone. Cursed shall thou be in the city, cursed shall thou be in the field. Read.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Your basket and your store. Yeah, your basket full of goods is where you store in your stuff. Your store. Cursed shall be your basket and your store. If we last hired, first fired, working for below minimum wage, what we had to put in that basket, boy? What we have to store for we people, boy? We can barely make it from one check to the next. You understand? Before we get there, we spend the money. And then we wonder, boy, how much days I had to work to make sure to pay the next month bill. And ain't said to pay this month bill yet. Cursed shall be thy basket and your store. We as a people have nothing. Now don't get me wrong, if I have one or two individuals who well off, who making it big. But remember, most of us talking to the nation, not an individual. The nation on a whole. This curse fell upon us. Did this happen to your ancestors? Sounding so, right? Well, let me go into more curses and see, because all these curses pertain and fit to the nation of Israel. Give me verse 36. No, 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
Now the nation of Israel is supposed to be the greatest nation upon the planet Earth. When you read Deuteronomy 7 and 6, the Most High God said, He will set us on high above all people upon the face of the earth. Does it look like the so-called black man, the so-called Hispanic man is above all the other nations? No. That's one of the curses. We become an astonishment. So how it is these people is God's chosen. You understand? And yet, there's the dregs of the barrel. They're scraping up, they could barely survive. They know nothing. They don't know their history. They don't know their own language. They have no custom. You understand? They just move around like hoodlums and thugs, drug dealers, tuts and hoes. And then they calling themselves the greatest people. An astonishment. An astonishment and what?
And a byword among all nations, whether the Lord, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 37. And thou shalt be an astonishment, a proverb and a byword.
You know what's a proverb? A wise saying. You ever hear this saying? If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. That old little colloquial terms. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a nigga by the toe. We become a proverb and a byword. A byword being anything outside of our God-given name. The Most High God, when you read the sign here, the 12 tribes of Israel, He ordained them to be Judah, the so-called American blacks, Benjamin, the West Indian blacks, Levi, the Haitians, and so on and so on. He gave us names. But yet, what we are called today is not the God-given name of the 12 tribes of Israel, but we call ourselves West Indians, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, Jamaicans, African Americans. We will go so far, we call ourselves Gentiles. We were called a proverb and a byword. We are no longer called this day after the name of Israel. And it was prophesied too. When you read Psalm 83, it said the nations, they made, get up for me. Just to show you how this whole thing came into play. Because the whole idea was what? If these people, the people of God, cease to exist, cease to know who they are, could they rise up and be in their position? No, they can't. Because if you don't know who you is, you don't know where you come from, you can know what your destiny is or what you have to do to achieve it.
Bring it on!
No! Read Psalms 82.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silent, O Lord. Hold not thy peace, but be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
So David saying, look, yo, Heavenly Father, watch me. Don't stay quiet for this. Don't rock back. Come on, bring your judgment. Don't keep your silent, because look, thine enemies, not your friends, not his friends, his enemies, do what?
Make a tumult.
They're making an uproar. Let me hear what this uproar is about.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They now being so high-minded and proud in themselves, saying, yeah, what's going on? We going and take God people, and we doing what? They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
A crafty counsel against his people. Slavery. That was a crafty counsel. Changing our name, crafty counsel. Giving us all these different religions, a crafty counsel. Why we are called the hidden ones? Because Israel don't know who they are today.
That's right!
They call themselves everything but the nation of Israel. Why? Because curse upon them that they shall be called an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword, not knowing their true nationality. And that's what we out there to teach our people. We went into captivity for going against the commandments of our God. And the curse was we've been called a proverb and a byword. And let me show you how important this thing is. Okay, go back to Deuteronomy, verse 46, 47. 47, yeah.
This is the book of
46, 48, 48.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
No, when we read in Psalms just now, it said, thine enemies make a tumult. We hear about the same enemies here. Behold, therefore thou shalt do what?
Serve thine enemies.
We serve the other nations. For what?
In hunger.
We serve them for food. Because we, the so-called black, the so-called Hispanic, the native Indians, we don't own the food production sector in the country. Nowhere in the world. We don't own or run the agricultural sector. We want anything to eat, we have to go to the other nations. The groceries, the supermarkets, the fast food restaurants and chains. It's not owned by our people, they're owned by the Syrians, the East Indians, the Chinese, the Arabs, all the other nations, not our people. We,
in thirst and in nakedness.
in thirst. You like to drink beers and alcohol? You stop drink. But who you have to go to together? The Lord, eh? Yeah, but who made this stuff? The Syrians, all the other nations, the nation of Israel wasn't making that. Look, the Messiah, he made wine, right? Why was we making our own wine and drinking our own wine? Because we so destroyed, so broken down, so destitute that we not even letting them make our own alcohol to drink anymore. We had to turn to the other nations to get that. And not just your alcohol, your water. Rain is supposed to be having every day. Yet you have to turn to water to get water. You're paying for water months and months you're going without water in your pipes. But you're paying for it every day, your rate's going up. We have to turn to them for want of everything. In hunger, in thirst, and what else?
And in nakedness, and in want of all things.
In nakedness, the clothing we have on the back. We're not manufacturing this. Nearly every juice when they check the tag, made in China, made in Taiwan, made in Indonesia. And the people who own the textile companies are getting the fabric to make it. It's not so-called Africans, it's not so-called Hispanics, it's not so-called these native Indians. They'll go to the other nations. Day. Where come all these so-called black men running and playing under the shiki and coming out and saying, all that certain country power, be emancipated. You understand? I am a black man. Ask them where they get their clothes from. They go and tell me about the textile king. They go in and get a fabric just to make their own quote-unquote garment from the other nations. In one of all things. And when it says all things, it means all down to your religion, your belief system. You're born, you have a child today, the child born, you have to go to them to register. There they say, yes, the child born, the child from this place. You have to register them. You know that child don't exist. You die, you want to bury your dead one. You have to go and get a death certificate. You have to go and get permission to bury that person. Or even burn them. If that is the right you want to run under. Everything we have to do, we have to go to the other nations for. A simple thing. When you go to the toilet and you want to take a shit and wipe your behind, we're going to get the toilet paper. We're not manufacturing that. You want of all things. We're not self-sufficient as a nation. But wait. 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever.
So it says they shall be upon you for a sign and a wonder. That day is talking about the curses. These curses shall be upon the Israelites for a sign. What is the purpose of a sign? To show you the way, to identify something. Because if I know coming into Sandro, I don't know nothing about Sandro. And the man come and tell me, you're going on. You're going to meet nobody Royal Castle. How going and find Royal Castle? And they look for the sign. So the sign will help you identify the place or the person. It says, these curses shall be upon you for a sign to identify who we are today. Because my people, as it says in Hosea, are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
That's right!
They don't know who they are.
Right!
They went through various captivities and have been fed lies upon lies, spoon-fed over and over who they are, what they should be, what they should do, and they don't even know that they are the greatest people that walk the earth. That the Most High God is their God, that Christ came and died for their sins, and that all these things came upon us because of our disobedience to God's Lord. Read that there again from verse 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 46. Right. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder.
So the curses, where you shall be cursed in the field, cursed in the city, cursed shall be your basket and your store, your children being taken from you, given to another people, no might in your hand to redeem them, your names being changed and you being in astonishment, being called a proverb and a byword, being called everything out of your God-given name, shall be for what?
For a sign and a wonder.
So not just for a sign to identify you, but for you to stop and ponder on, think upon, to wonder on. Well, if God said this would have happened to the Israelites, you understand? The 12 tribes of Jacob. And this happened to my ancestors. No, wait. The curses happened to the Israelites. It happened to my foreparents. It's for a sign to identify. So you're wondering now. The Bible is a true book. The Bible is the medicine we people need to know to come back to the truth. And it says in John 8:23, you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. Tell the truth, my mistake. That's what we are teaching you the truth according to the Bible, knowing your history and nationality. You hear me say the native Indian, when you check the signs here, the so-called North American Indians, they went through the same hardship. They went into slavery by ships.
That's right.
I read that verse here yet. Deuteronomy 28:6. Let me get the crux of the matter here. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Hold on. But that's not a good question. What is your nationality? What do you think your nationality is? Who is your father? Who's your father's father? Your nationality is based upon your father, your genealogy. You're from Venezuela. Your father's are Venezuelan. Negro, Borico, what? Taino, what? You don't know. But here we go, right? You may be from the tribe of Asher, from Colombia all the way until you are white. You could be. You could be. But when you read the prophecies that Moses gave, that the things that would happen to the 12 tribes of Israel and what Jacob said also, this gives you the geographical location where the bulk of them would have gone. So if it is that you say that your father and his father came from Venezuela, you may just be from here, right? And you follow after the Muslim faith. But when you read in the Bible, the Moses spoke to the children of Israel. He never told them to go and worship Allah, to go and kneel and bow down before no rock. In fact, that is a curse that was given to them. When you read verse 64, read verse 64 there for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter you among all people.
So, part of the curse is that we will be scattered amongst all the nations. And while being amongst all these nations, you know what we picked up there? We picked up the customs of the other nations. We picked up their philosophies. We picked up their religion.
And the Lord shall scatter you among all people, from one end of the earth even unto another. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
We will do what?
Serve other gods.
So, we're going to serve other gods. Allah. What is one? Shiva. Kemet. All these other gods. Even down to this little devil here, this white boy. There's nowhere in the Bible they come and tell me that is Christ. Yes, and they give me this and say that is Christ. But when you read the Bible, Christ is not described as this pale-faced, blue-eyed devil. It's described as a dark-skinned man with white woolly hair, eyes red like a fire. You understand? A dark-skinned man, a black man, like my brother over there behind the camera. He said he was a man of burnished brass. Brass is a derivative of brown. And he was so dark, he looked as if he burnt in a furnace. So you take that brown, that brass, and you burn it. Anything in the scripture is going to get black in the scripture. And if you want me to prove it, I have to prove it to you out of the scripture. But I know you know about it. No, I know about it. But we could just read it quick zip for my brothers and them. Or who else might be listening? Read.
The book of Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his ears were white as white. Yes, no. His head and his ears were white like wool.
So here on his head, here on his face, they were white like wool. That giving you the texture. Because wool comes in different colors. But the texture is what people upon the planet Earth have woolly texture here. So-called black people, so-called Hispanic people, so-called Native Indians as well. Don't get tired. My hair, your hair under your hat, white like wool, right? Read.
As white as snow.
As white as snow, that's not giving you the texture, the color. So that two strikes here. You don't have woolly texture here. He had dog like skinny hair hanging down. They get it blonde, they get it brown, they get it black. They never get it white. Scripture says white and snow and woolen texture. Read.
And his eyes was the flame of fire.
And his eyes like the flame of fire. Why? Because he drank wine. When you read Exodus 49 and 12. Read it quick for me.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes will be red with wine, talking about Christ. Why? Because he drank wine in moderation. And anybody, when you're drinking alcohol, why say your eyes start to turn red? He drank a lot of wine. Never to get drunk. Because he said he was a man without sin, so he was never a drunkard. Don't mistake that. But his eyes was red with wine. That's why it says his eyes was red like lamps of fire. Back to Revelation. Read.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace.
And we don't know brass is a derivative of bronze, it's a shade of bronze. And when it says it's burnt in a furnace, that just shows you how dark. Because if he's brown, he's not as if he burnt in a furnace. Let you know, he wasn't just a brown like me, a brown like you. He was real dark. That's looking real dark to you? That almost looking like the color you had. Almost, because they're really white. They're just pale, lacking man a little. They can see the blood under the skin. So Christ was a dark skinned man. But yet, in the religion, they taught us these things. They gave us these things. Back to Deuteronomy 28 and 64. So it says, he will scatter us amongst all the other nations. And there we will serve other gods. Read.
And there ye shall serve other gods, which thou neither nor thy fathers have known.
And these gods, our fathers, never served these gods before. Remember, this is a curse. This is one of the curses. Let me hear what these gods and them shrine or sanctuary or synagogue is like, or what they have there, what you'll be doing there. Read.
Neither thou, neither thy fathers have known even wood and...
So, one of these gods, the main thing is wood. When you check all these Christian religions, what they uphold the most? The cross, the crucifix. Here it is, my Messiah was crucified on a cross. And I walk around with this cross big and bold on my chest and saying, yeah boy, Christ, a man run in your house and gun down your child. You go in and take the gun and make it into a pendant and walk on with it and say, oh my God. That's what we're doing. We're learning to serve idols. One, we learn in all these Christian religions, read,
even wood and stone.
And stone. They say they following the Muslim faith is a wrong thing. What the Muslims and Londoners have to do every year? Make their hearts, right? What does they have to do when they're going in? Walk around the what? What's the cover? Cover what? Even wood and what?
Stone.
Even wood and stone. So now you're walking around in this God-forsaken faith called Islam, bowing down to a rock, saying Allah, and bowing down and worshiping it. And you ask the question if it is wrong, according to the Most High God, yes. Because that was a curse placed upon the children of Israel to serve these other gods. That wasn't given to us. You know what he gave unto us? Go back to verse 1 in chapter 28. This is what the Most High God gave to us, his people.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
No. To follow other religions.
All his commandments.
To worship other gods.
All his commandments.
To do as you so feel fit.
All his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
That is what the Most High God gave to his people, the nation of Israel. He gave to us his laws, his statutes, and his commandments. And once we keep them, we were supposed to be on high. But we are at the bottom of the ladder right now because of our disobedience, because of our stiff-necked and hard-headed ways. Hosea 4:1. Because of our disobedience to the Most High God, we turned away from His laws, and now He says this.
The book of Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
You children of who?
Israel.
You sure it's not the whole world?
The children of Israel.
We don't.
For the Lord had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
So the Most High God has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. We have a problem. What's going on here today on the Lord's Sabbath day? The Most High has a problem. Read.
Because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of God in the land.
We have no knowledge of the Most High God in the lands today. People walk about on the Most High Sabbath day, buying and selling, cooking, working. On the day He said, you ought not to do these things. And then everybody turns around and says, we love God. We believe in God. Yeah, Christ died for our sins. But yet, every day, every week, every month, every year, they go against His commandments. He has a controversy in the land. There is no knowledge of Him in it. The knowledge of the Most High God's laws. Because that is what He gave His people, to be above all the rest. We have to be the best. And the only way to get it up is by keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. Know your history. Know who you are as an Israelite. Not a Venezuelan, not a Trinidadian, not a Muslim, not a Roman Catholic, not a Assembly Adventist, as an Israelite. Because when He gave these covenant stars, when He gave the laws, He said, "O children of Israel," not you of the Muslim faith, not you of the Christian religions, children of Israel. Read verse 68. Deuteronomy 28:68. So we go into the last curse in this book. And you tell me who this fit. Remember, these curses are a sign. So let me see what's going on here. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Uncle, let me read just in. You know who he is according to the Bible? You see? Boys, you don't want to know. The scripture, Isaiah talked about this. He said the ox knows his owner, the ass is master's script, but my people Israel, they do not consider. Now instead of going to consider, it's basically going about their business. Read that again.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So now, you're familiar with the story of the Israelites coming out of Egypt through Moses, right? When they went in there, the first time they walked in, right? And when Moses brought them out, they walked out, right? Here it is saying that they're going back into Egypt again with ships. Now, Israel never went back into Egypt as a nation on a whole. But as Egypt stands for something. When the children of Israel hear the name or the word Egypt all the time, and they're going back into Egypt, what do you think the first thought coming onto them? What did they do when they was in Egypt? They have 400 years they spent in Egypt. What they was doing in Egypt? They were slaves, servants to the pharaohs and them in the land of Egypt. So read this here, Deuteronomy 20 and verse 2.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So the Lord here is telling you Egypt is known as the house of bondage or the house of slavery. So he tells them here back in Deuteronomy that he's going to bring them into Egypt again with ships. He's saying, look, I am going to bring you, my people, for your disobedience of not taking into my commandment. You are going to go into bondage. What is another word for bondage? Slavery. You're going to go into slavery by means of ships.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity.